Hey guys, Marty Boots here. Today I want to talk to you about the S&P 500, the stock market. There's a lot of people talking about that we're going to have a financial collapse, we're going to have a stock market crash, all that sort of stuff. So I want to show you exactly how to short, for a financial crisis, and how to make life-changing gains, potentially millions. You know, if you catch the meat of this move and it does drop really hard, you can make life-changing gains, serious money. So I want to show you exactly how to do that and exactly what to look for. So stay tuned for that. Okay, so this is the market. Now I want to talk to you about it because I remember trading this down here and everybody was calling a top every single month. People were calling a top and they were thinking it's going to roll over again. You know, for a start, we were below all moving averages, and people were thinking we're going to get rejected and roll over, test the lows. So we grinded higher, and then people thought this was the top, and then people thought this was the top, and then people thought this was the top, and we rolled over, and people just kept thinking that there are new tops the whole way, every single month. I've watched it the whole time, and I told people back here, I said this was a large head. That's old work I've done there. But I told people this was a large head and shoulders, and we were going to skyrocket higher. And people didn't believe me. But anyway, everybody's calling the top the whole way. People are still calling. People called the tops here and here and here, and people are still calling the top to this day. So what I'm telling you is, trying to call a top is a mug's game. It's not the way professional traders trade. It is not. It's a way to lose all your money. Now, what I want to teach you today is how a smart trader trades and what to look for. So this is how the professionals trade, and this is what they're looking for. So I want to show you this. So here we go. I'm going to start off here, and I'm going to start in the 2000 tech bubble where it collapsed, and I want to show you what the straw that broke the camel's back, basically, and I want to show you what to look for. So you can see here we've obviously had bearish divergences. This is a monthly chart, by the way. On the right hand side is a weekly chart. We've had bearish divergences, so that's a bad sign. Now then you start getting bearish engulfing candles. They are bad signs. They're all ominous signs or whatever of the impending downtrend, or whatever you want to call it, but they're just bad signs, and they're things to look out for, of course. Now what you need to see, look at this. Once price breaks below the 50 RSI, once price breaks below the 50 RSI, this implies that price is now in a weak trend. Structure has been broken and price is now weak. Now what happened? What else do you need for confluence? Look at the rejection of the moving average. Price broke down below the 20 EMA, monthly EMA. Now what do you look for? You need confluence. You need a rejection of the moving averages on a monthly basis here. And you also need rejection of the 50 RSI. Price broke down from the 50 RSI, and as it rolls up, we didn't get that touch this time, but mostly you get that touch. This time you did not get the touch because the tech bubble was so strong. The collapse was pretty fast and furious. It never got the strength to get back up there and touch it, so it rolled over hard. But what I'm saying is, when you get these two factors together, this is on a monthly basis now. I'll move to a weekly chart in a minute. When you get these two factors, this is how you capture the meat of the move. This is how you short a financial crisis. This is a monthly basis. Now we need to look into a weekly chart for faster signals. Now you can see that, and this is what smart traders do. The trend is broke. The trend is broke. The strength has gone out of the trend. This is when you can get the big move. Now it's very hard calling a top. It's a mug's game. Can you do it? Yes. You feel like a god or whatever when you do it, but you know, 9 times out of 10 you fail at it. But this is a smart trade. This is what professional traders do. They take the smart trade and they take the meat of the move. Let me, okay, I'll show you the financial crisis. Let me show you the financial crisis here before I move to the weekly. So you can see here, again, we have bearish divergences. The first sign you need to look for. Divergences, price can go on for many months on a divergence. So, you know, you can't just short on that. You need other factors. You had a bearish engulfing again. There's another factor. You know, so, you know, if you shorted on this bearish engulfing candle, you know, you'd be sitting pretty as long as you sat out this wick. But, you know, it can be risky. Now, what do you look for? Price breaking down, price moving higher into the moving averages. And you want to look for a failed move of the moving averages. Look at this, failed move of the moving averages. What else do you want to look for? You need confluence of the RSI below 50 on a monthly basis. And you can see we got that rejection. We got a failure below, then we got that rejection. So that's a failed bounce. And what happened? You shorted on that and you would have caught the meat of the move. You would have caught that financial crisis and made life-changing money, millions probably. So you need a failure of the moving averages, and you need the RSI to be below 50, and you get that rejection on the 50 and a failure. Now, there's ways to refine that, but that's what you need. You know. Let me show you the tech bubble on a weekly basis. What happened? First off, you don't even need to look at price until you're below the 50. When you broke below the 50, you could say you got it here. You could say you got it here. You could say you got it here. But the thing is, you never got the failures of the moving averages here. Price broke back above moving averages, broke back above moving averages, broke back above moving averages. So you got that 50 here. Or you got that, you know, the 50 RSI below it. But you never got that rejection on the moving averages. Very important. So what happened here? I've got that line here, but it was just a guidance. But I want to show you. Let me zoom in. Let me just zoom in here. Very important. I want to just show you this. Okay. So what happened? You got a rejection on the moving averages. What did that coincide with? Right here. Right here. Look at this. Right down. What did it coincide with? It coincided exactly with a failure of the 50 RSI. This is massively important. This is what you see in a downtrend. Massively important, guys. Now, again, what happened down here? Let me move this down. What happened here? Your failure on a necktie on a moving averages. Massive, crazy important, this. And you can see price rolled over. Price is below the 50. Again, you had 3 attempts at this. Another attempt, failure at the 50. Third attempt. Another failure, 4 attempts. 5 attempts, failure on the 50. 6 attempts. Now, you could have shorted that market. Many times you had 6 attempts at shorting that market down. I mean, you can shorten here, but you know, you've lost it. But if you can get in early, as soon as that price breaks a 50, you need to be on guard. You need to be looking for a failure of the moving averages, a failed attempt to break higher of the moving averages. And you can short that and potentially make life-changing gains if it rolls into a financial crisis and a bear market. So it's unbelievably important. Now, let me show you the financial crisis. Sorry, that was the tech bubble. I'm not sure if I mixed that up or not, but I'm rambling on here. So, what happened in the financial crisis? Okay, price broke below the 50. What happened? It tried, but it broke above. It broke back above. We came down again. What happened right here? You got that first failure. This was your first attempt at shorting to be in at the top of the financial crisis. Your price is below, the RSI is below the 50. You got a rejection. at the 50. What happened? You rejected at the moving averages. You rejected right here at the moving average. You could have been short from here and made life-changing money. What happened? You got a second attempt, and this was an easier attempt to catch, but nonetheless, it was your second real attempt to catch this. What happened? RSI rejected at the 50. That was your second attempt, and it rolled over. Confluence, you need that confluence. Price rejecting at the 50 or below the 50, and a rejection of the moving averages. Unbelievably important, guys. But this is how you make life-changing money. This is what traders do, and this is why you get big drops like this. Because people try and short the whole way up. Every week, people trying to call a top. Every new pivot looks like a top. But the problem is it's a mugs game. What do the big guys look for? Why do these drop so hard when this confluence happens? It drops so hard because institutional investors understand this. Professional traders understand this. They short this with a big money. This is what you need to look for. This is how you trade. Do not attempt the mugs game. I mean, you can try, but you're probably going to lose all your money. This is where you make your money. When you take the meat of the move. This is what professional traders want. They want the meat of the move. Calling a top is not good. You want confidence. You want confirmation that the top is in. This is what smart traders do. This is confirmation. This is confirmation. These signals here that I'm talking to you about, that is confirmation. Now, let's talk about today. Let's talk about how we're going to short this and make life-changing money on this market. Now, you can see here, vitally important. We're at a crucial time right now. Very, very important time. You can see we've had a failed move higher. We had a failed move higher, and failed move creates fast moves. You can see the fast drop. You can also see the bearish engulfing candle. Okay, we've got a bearish engulfing candle. So we're getting signals. You can already see the bearish divergences. Bearish divergences can go on for many months. But what do you need? You need the 50 RSI to break below the 50 RSI. You need to break below the 50. So we haven't got that yet. The signal is not there yet on a monthly basis. But what happens on a weekly basis? You get them signals earlier. You get those earlier. So what is happening right now, guys, is unbelievably important. Massively important. This could be life-changing money time, and it's at make or break time, put it that way. Now, what happened? Let me explain this move to you here first. Okay, first I'll talk about this. Price fell below, but broke above the moving averages. What happened? The 50 held. What happened on this top? Price broke down. What happened? Price broke below the 50. Vitally important. This is when you need to be aware. This is what the big guys. Why did this market collapse? Because price got into weak territory, which is below the 50. What happened? These institutional bankers, institutional investors, big businesses, professional traders, they all know this. Price broke below the 50. What happened? We rejected at the 50. We rejected at the moving averages. What happened? They caught the meat of the move. This market tanked lower, and they caught the meat of that move. Shorting it was hard at the top, but why did it tank lower? Because they caught the meat of the move, because they seen it set up. Now, today, look at today. RSI is just at the 50, potentially breaking lower. Massively important. What is happening here? We are getting this bounce. If price next week, if price bounces and we start to see a failure of these moving averages, just like we saw here. Look at this failure on the moving averages. We got that move up into the moving averages, and we need to see if that price is going to fail. Price is going to move up here, and we are going to look to see if price fails here. If price starts to fail here, we need to be shorting this big. And because if this fails, this RSI is going to roll over below the 50 into weak territory. in weak territory is where you capture the bulk of the move. So if this is going to be the bulk of the move, let me show you. If we get that move, this monthly RSI is going to break down into bear territory. Now I don't have to show you. I already showed you what happened. You know, when these RSIs, monthly RSIs, break into bear territory, you get financial crisis, you get market crashes, you get tech bubble crashes, you get crashes in the market. So if we get this if this price rolls over here, this monthly moving average is going to move into the weak territory, which implies that the potential for a market crash is a lot higher. A lot higher. So this next week, guys, next week is the potential to short this market to make life-changing gains. And, you know, from history, from what I showed you in history, from the confluence of the rejection of the moving averages on a weekly and a monthly scale, and the RSI breaking below 50, this has the potential to short this and make life-changing gains. No, there's no question about it. Now we need to see if this RSI fails and rolls over, or is this a retest of the RSI before this market goes to new highs. Now that is also a possibility. So we need to watch, and we need both confluence and factors, because this could be a retest before moving higher to brand new highs. This could be just a retest and going higher. But if this does start to roll over, we need to be on guard, guys, and we need to be shorting this big. So that's it for the video, guys. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And if you would like to join us in our Discord, we have a Discord group with very smart and intelligent traders and investors, and we're in there every day, and we're very active, and we're looking to make life-changing gains in these markets. So if you'd like to join us in there and get a free 3-day free trial, did I say that properly? 3-day free trial. Please hit us up on the link below and send us a message, and we'll get you hooked up on that 3-day free trial. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.